Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our online class. Hope all of you are well and as well. This class is basically for the students of class 11 and 12. Our today's topic is words and phrases. It's a very easy item, but it is seen that sometimes you make mistakes in choosing words or phrases. So if you are a little bit careful, I think you will get full marks on this topic. So I'm going to show you some uses of some words and phrases. Okay? Now let us go to the board. Be born. Is, are, was, or were. B indicates, is, are, was, were, or am, is, are, was, were. It is, it is in the use of, present indefinite tense, and it is basically used in past indefinite tense. And in be born, it is basically used in, in passive form. Okay. It indicates janma newa and it indicates janma niyechilo. Okay. So let us see some examples. Jahin dash in select. So see, in the case of words or phrases, you will find such kind of questions like, Jahin dash in select. So you have to use, was born in select. If the subjects are plural, then you have to use were born in select. So you can write Jahin was born in select. Okay. So in case of present indefinite tense, you will use these words. Okay. Suppose I can give an example like nowadays many children dash blind. So here you see nowadays many children dash blind. Okay. So you can use that nowadays because of use of this thing, you can use children is plural number, so you can use are born blind. Okay. So it is basically, as I mentioned to you earlier, that it is basically used in passive form. Okay. And in every examination you have this this word or this phrase. Now let us see another thing. Have to, has to, had to. It indicates obligation. It indicates obligation. It is basically used in present indefinite tense. In present indefinite tense, and it is used in past indefinite tense. So have to or has to, it is basically used in present indefinite tense, and had to is basically used in past indefinite tense. Okay. And it must indicate obligation. Okay. Now let us see some examples. Jahin put on his school uniform. So you say, as he is a student, he has to he is to put on his uniform. Okay, so you have to use has to, as Jahin is third person singular number, and has to is basically used for third person singular number, and with other person you have to use have to, and had to is basically used in past indefinite tense to show obligation, like we obey the rules of the society. You see, we dash obey the rules of the society. So if we want to stay in the society, we have to maintain the rules. So we have to maintain. We must obey. Okay, it basically indicates must. Okay, so this phrase is also common in your examination. Very often it is found in the question. Now let us see another thing. Would rather had better. You know, Rana go there, then sit then waste time, or so in case of you know so in case of would rather and had better, very often it is same that you make mistake. You can say would rather, it basically indicates preference between two activities. It indicates a preference between two activities, and had better, it basically indicates consultants. Okay, so Rana dash read a book then waste time. So when you will find two activities and it is connected with them, then you must use would rather. Okay, and in another case, when you simplified any sentence like this, Rana dash go there, you also can use would rather, like would rather, would rather. But see the third sentence here. Rana's mother is calling him. Rana's mother is calling him. He dash go to meet her. So here we find that Rana's mother is calling, so he needs to go there. So in that case, you can use had better. Okay, so you have to be very careful in using would rather or had better. Okay, now let us see another rule, another phrase. Used to. Used to basically indicates habit that we very often do. So in that case, you can use used to. It is used in the present tense or in past tense in both cases. So you can say Rana Jain used to take tea every day. So he takes tea every day. It's his habit. Okay. Now let us see another word. Let alone. Nipa can't walk a mile, 5 miles. So here you say Nipa can't walk a mile, dash 5 miles. Let alone means that we can't imagine, that we can't thought, that we can think. So it is beyond imagination or beyond thinking. In that cases, you will use let alone. It indicates actually impossibility. So Nipa can't walk a mile. She can't walk a mile. So 5 miles is quite impossible. So you can use let alone. Okay. Okay, now let us see another phrase. What if? What's it like? What's dash like? What does dash look like? And another is, would you mind? These phrases are very, very important, and you have to face questions on these phrases, and sometimes you make mistake using these two phrases. So observe, the examples very carefully. What if it indicates what would happen? What would happen? It may indicate fear or anxiety. Okay, I'm giving you example like, and these are question, these are these are very interrogative sentences. Dash we miss the class. See, first of all we have a blank. Dash we miss the class. Okay, so whenever you find such kind of format, first of all there is dash, then subject, and and the last, in the last of the sentence there is a question mark. You can use what if. What if? Okay, it indicates what would happen. Okay, what's it like? It's one kind of feeling. It indicates feelings. What's it like indicates feelings. Okay, and what's like, or what does look like, it basically indicates that it indicates somebody's health or character, or like this, or mental condition. So in case of what does look like, it indicates the concrete thing or concrete appearance. But in case of what's dash like, it indicates the mental condition or the abstract thing. Okay, I'm going to give you example like the day is cold. Dash it like. Dash it dash. Rana is clever. Rana is smart. Rana looks smart. Dash he dash. Dash he dash. So see the example. The day is cold, and okay, the day is cold. Rana is clever. Rana looks smart. So I have already told you that what is dash like and what does look like. What does look like indicates the concrete shape or appearance, and what is dash like indicates the abstract thing, the mental thing. Like Rana is clever. It can't be seen. You can see the appearance of clever. So you can use what is. What is he like? What is he like? Rana looks smart. What does he look like? You see, it is physical appearance. It is appearance. So you can use what does he look like. But he is clever. We can't judge a person whether he is clever or fool. Okay, it's mental condition. So in that case, you can use what is dash like. But whenever you describe physical condition or concrete thing, then you will use what does dash look like. The day is cold. It's on kind of it's on kind of feeling or abstract thing. So you can say what is it like. What is it like? Not what does look like. What is it like? Okay. So now let us see. To to more examples like dash taking tea, dash walking on the busy road. So see, these two sentences are almost like same. It's almost like same. In the first sentence, after dash, we have verb plus ing form, and in the last of the sentence we have a question mark. And the second sentence we find an dash and verb plus ing, and then the end of the sentence there is a question mark. So in case of structure or format, these two sentences look alike, but the phrase you must use, it will not be the same. In this case, you can use would you mind, would you mind, would you mind, in case of to behave in a polite way, to ask somebody something in a polite way, you can use would you mind. So whenever you will find dash plus verb plus ing, and at the end of the sentence there is a question mark, if it indicates, to ask permission, or to ask something in a polite way, you can use would you mind. But in this sentence, you see walking on the busy road. So walking on the busy road, it indicates what kind of feelings. So how do you feel when you walk on the busy road, or how do you feel when you walk on the fire, or how do you feel when you climb the hill? So it's one kind of feeling. So in that case, you can use what's it like. So these phrases are very common, and these very often you have to answer these questions, and very often you make mistake in using would you mind and what's it like. So I think if you carefully observe the class, it will be very clear to you. Now let us see another thing. As if, as though. Rana talks dash he knew everything. Rana talked dash he had known everything. So whenever you find such kinds of examples, like here we find present indefinite, and here it is past indefinite. It is past indefinite and it is past perfect. So in such kind of format, you will use as if or as though. It means general. Okay. So yeah, when will you use this? Whenever you find here present indefinite and here past indefinite, here past or here past perfect, in that cases you will use as if or as though. Now let us see another example. It is a high time. It is time. It is long time. Plus verb 2. So these three phrases, like we left the place. So these three phrases are almost same. It is high time, or it is time, or it is long time. It indicates that এটা উপযুক্ত সময়. So after these words, when you find subject, you must find the verb to. So from the table, you will use any of these phrases. Okay. First of all, there is a dash, then subject, verb to. Dash, subject, verb to. So in that case, you will use any one of these phrases. So it is high time, or it is time, or it is long time. That are mentioned in the question. So you can use any one. Okay. Now let us see another example. List. We walk first. So when you're going to find such kind of example like in the middle of the sentence there is a dash, and after dash there is subject and should. Subject, should or might. Verb 1. So whenever you will find this structure, you must use lest. Okay, so today I am trying to show you few more words and phrases. Hope all of you have understood. If you have any problem with these words or phrases, you can ask me questions in the next class. Okay, or you can make comments in the YouTube. So hope all of you will stay at home and follow our online classes very carefully. Thank you very much.